would call me like every few days, like, Liz, you gonna go? You gonna go? You gonna go? And I'm like, okay, yes, I want to go. So at this point, I still don't have like a lot of money or anything, but I don't want to go on a trip with not a dollar in my pocket. So I tell my dad, okay, scratch the Christmas list. Could you just, like, the money that you're gonna spend on the Christmas stuff, could you just give it to me so that I can take it on the trip, and then Granny doesn't have to pay for me, and I really need this mental health trip. This will help me so much. And they didn't really say nothing. He's just like, oh, well, okay. He's like, well, if we give you money, you need to be spending that here with us. You spend that with us. And I'm like, okay, all right. But that's like the end of that conversation. So it was already like, money must be the trigger or something, because we was already talking about stuff, and they didn't tell me that was not going to happen, or that they didn't want to do that. It's just once he kicked me out, and he kicked me out, I called my granny. No, he kicked me out, I called my auntie, and she came to get me. And then when she came to get me, he was calling, telling her, like, I'm gonna get you kicked out of your house for helping her. And he called my granny and was telling my granny that you better never invite anybody from my house to a trip without asking me first. And I'm 30 years old, y'all. I'm 30. So he was really going in. He was really losing it. But they were telling my granny, like, oh, she wears pajamas all day, like looking down on me, saying that I wear pajamas all day, and that they're surprised that I had money up until because when I moved to Fort Wayne, or when I moved back to Indiana, all I did, like, if we went out to eat or something, I'll just pay for myself. Like, I had barely any money, but if I was there out to eat, my dad would not pay for me. Sometimes he would, but I felt like I had to use my last little coins to feed myself, even though I'm sitting there with my family. I'm paying for myself. So when I finally ran out, that's when this all started to happen. So 5 months, I was taking care of myself without him having to give me a penny, and I started to need it, and I started to offer help. I didn't ask my dad, can you give me some money? No, I never can't. I know I can't do that. He won't. So where am I going with this? Oh, long story short, I didn't get shit for Christmas. They were telling my granny, oh, she wanted me to give her cash instead of giving her Christmas gifts. We already bought her Christmas gifts. Okay, then say that when I asked. Why didn't you just say that when I said, can you give me money? And say, why can't you say, I already bought them? Then that's the end of the discussion. Don't go and talk behind my back and be like, yeah, something ain't right with her. We already bought them. Okay, well, where are they? They never gave me my gifts. They never gave me money. They never gave me anything. They never talked to me again after they kicked me out. Like, I did something wrong, which is so crazy to me. I'm like, am I in the twilight zone? Because I feel like I've done all that I could. I've been good. Like, I've been trying to make my space at my dad. Like, of course, nobody wants to live in somebody else's space. Which, it shouldn't be like that. It should be like a family. I don't understand why I felt like that. But I'm glad I'm out of that situation. But I just feel like people don't know the full story. There's still so much more to the story on what happened. But at the end of the day, I've always been me. I've always been a good person. I've always been helpful and loving and trying to help other people build. My dad's building his own company, and I was trying to help him support his business. I drew up the logo for him. I told him the name for his business. I drew the logo. I was there trying to help him as an assistant, because I see all the hard work he has to do, and then I just get spit on. So it's like, good thing I didn't. God was like, nah, girl, this is redirection. You're not gonna waste all your energy, your good creative juices on this person who really is only using you for what you can give to him. Because it's crazy. Like, y'all don't even know, like, even back in the day when I was in a relationship, a long-term relationship, my boyfriend went over to my dad's house without me to tell him off. Like, I think it's fucked up that you only care about your daughter when she's doing good. This was in 2014 or something. So this has been a trend. It's just I've been under the illusions of, like, I got all this money and stuff, and then my dad came back around with all of my face like we was besties. So I was under some sort of illusion that I had support until things started to go downhill. Now he disowns me. It's crazy. So it's not anything I could have expected to happen. I really thought I had a place to come back to. I really thought I had a dad, but I guess not. Like, he's really, like, evil or something, for real. I don't understand, because I was to be a blessing in his life, in their life. My brother was even telling me that, like, Alyssa, I'm so glad you're here. You make this house feel like a home. You make this feel like a family. Oh, I thought I was doing God's work by being over there. I really did. And then for him to just be like, get out. You ain't got to tell me twice, sir. You ain't got to tell me twice. Because like I said before, I know who I am. I am full of ideas. I have these big businesses. The only ingredient missing with me is love. And I have to pour self-love into myself. But with everything attacking me from the outside, it's been hard to get a moment to, like, it seems like I have all this time in the world to fill myself up. But it's like, no, it takes a long time. It takes a lot. And it takes, support from the outside. I can't even get that. And then once I think I got it, I get knocked off from that. So it's like, I can't get ahead. So I just needed to come on here and just let it be known, like, I'm a hard-ass worker. I do have a job. I have been having a job. You guys wouldn't even know my face if I didn't work damn hard to get to where I'm at. Like, don't play me. And I'm not going to let my dad's words play me either. Like, I've been working. All I do is work. Like, especially with YouTube and stuff, that's a 24/7 job. And even he would tell me, you're doing something I could never do. I could never do something like that. So I'm doing things bigger than the biggest bully in my life, and they still have the audacity to try it. You understand? Shit's crazy. I was just getting so mad. I'm sorry, I had to pause. Like, ooh, let me get some water. I'm talking so much because I just woke up with that on my chest. Like, nah, people are trying to play me. Like, I'm just some little innocent, like, oh, please send me money. No, I'm Alyssa Nicole Wallace, aka Alyssa Forever, aka Forever Flawless. I know who I am. I've just been dealt some fucked up cards that I'm trying to navigate. But I'm gonna get through this, and I'm gonna be back popping. I'm gonna be back successful. I'm gonna be back creating. I'm gonna be back putting out so much love into this world. Like, the devil's not gonna stop me. He knows I'm about to change this world for the better. Yeah. Oh, look at Toby, thank you. People don't get that she has been doing a lot to get forward. Exactly, there's a lot that you don't see. It's just because it's not at a job or it's not anything y'all can see. It's like, you don't understand how depleted I've been, how much work I've been putting in on myself and to get ahead. And if they only knew Alyssa, Danielle be knowing some stuff too, okay? But I'm just thankful that for you, Danielle and Toby, y'all, thank you for coming through and just speaking for me. I didn't see exactly what you said, but, like, y'all know the real me. Y'all be having the real conversations with me, so it's like, you know the truth. But I just had to get on here and just let it be known on the record, like, that dude is trash, and his request was trash. Look, I'm not above anything. I don't look down on nobody for anything that they do. I just have a plan for my life. I have a journey. I have a spiritual journey that I'm on, that God is walking me on. And no man, I don't give a fuck if you're my father, can change my plans just because you said so. Like, he really tried, you're going to get a job. Out of nowhere, you just going to change my plan, what God got me here doing? Okay. No, nobody can change my plan. Like, if I was weak-minded, I would have just been like, okay, I'll go get a job. Just to stay at his house, just to not grow, just to stay right there, just to be stuck under his control. That's what he wants. He don't want me to grow. He don't want me to be better than him again because I hurt his ego or something. That's all I could think. It's like, you just want to keep me down. So God had to save me and rip me up out of there. That's all. I just need y'all to know I was really fighting some damn demons. It's not like he's just a regular guy that's supportive and I'm just not trying to do what he says. Like, no. This muck been at my head since I was little. For some reason. I got other things to get off my chest too today, because for real, like, people only know a portion and they think they know the rest. I gotta be okay with that. It is what it is. I feel better now that I spoke my truth. That's all I needed to do. However it is interpreted is up to y'all. But let's just let it be known that Alyssa has never stopped working. Really tore down some. You'll see the results of my kids. So here goes somebody. You can grow and have a job, my love. I know it's difficult to go from making all that YouTube money to having a regular job, but you gotta do what we gotta do. See, that's the type of mindset that it bothers me. Because what are you talking about? What are you talking about? That sounds just like what he said. Like, okay, ain't nothing wrong with getting a job. That's why I said I've been door dashing and I've been working my way to get to what I need to do, but I'm not going to go and work where someone else wants me to work, because I've tried to get the jobs that fit me, and I guess my dad has some sort of authority over whether or not I can get that job. So it's not that I'm not trying to get a job, it's that I wasn't trying to get the job he wanted me to get, which I don't even know what that was. I really don't know what that was. We didn't even get to that part. But I've never been above a regular job. I'm saying I'm not going to go in person and work at a place, because I need that energy and I need that clarity so I can get back to creating. Every moment that I would spend at a job, it's like, yeah, creativity and corporate don't mix. Like, I'm an artist. Like I'm in a whole totally different. I really got to figure out how to articulate this, because this is an important conversation. When a creative has a special expertise that I don't even feel like explaining myself. Just like that, I'm just like, whatever. If you don't get it, you don't get it. You're not an artist. If you're in the Matrix and it bothers you for me to say I don't want to be in the Matrix, that's on you. Like, I can't even explain it. I said I would get a job. Like, I DoorDash. I work for myself. If I have a job, it would be something that I have control over. That's just who I am, whether I had YouTube or not. That's how I was before YouTube, your money or whatever. No matter what it is, my freedom is valued much more than the money. So that's what I did all this for, is to get free. And then to go back to a job is to go right back to being enslaved. And if you don't see that, that's because you must be still in there. And that's okay. Everybody has their position and everybody has their journey. But you have to think bigger. You have to think bigger, because God did not put us on this earth to work and build another man's business up. Especially if it's not a business that's impacting the world positively. A lot of these businesses are corrupt. And you're wasting your precious life when you can be bringing something beautiful into this world. Even just like being a mother. Like, being a mother is a job, right? But in this same conversation, y'all would say that that doesn't count as a regular job. Like, I don't know. We see the world differently. As someone with a 9-to-5, I can say that 9-to-5 suck energy. They request the prime time of the day for you to work for them. So having the energy to work on your craft after is doable, but it's rough. Okay. And if I wasn't so fresh out of healing, I can understand all this stuff. But I'm going through mental health issues, and I'm living in a house with licensed psychologists, people who went to school to understand mental health struggles. So I'm not saying I'm not going to do a job. I'm just saying my mental health was not at a place where I should be at a job. And my family, my parents should know that. And they're in the position to help. It's not that they're struggling to. It's not that they're on the streets. My dad has 10 cars and I can't drive one of them. Like, he just has these rules that don't make no sense. He has money. He just rather spend it on something that's not his family or anybody that he cares about. Like, everybody in his family says that. They, like, people don't really like him like that. I tried to be there and love him, but the Grinch can't be loved, I guess. But I'm not, okay, also, I'm not here looking for suggestions or anything like that. I did not come on here looking like, I don't know what to do with my life. That's not what I came here to do either. So everybody suggesting jobs and things, that is not what I'm looking for. And actually, It starts to irritate me because I'm an independent woman. I got this. I'm figuring it out. I just came on here to tell my story, to share what I'm going through, to give a little update, not to ask y'all what I should do or where I should work. Like that, I am pretty set on what I'm doing. It's going to be struggles, and I understood that when I signed up for this, that there was going to be ebbs and flows, that it was going to be ups and downs, and that success is in a straight line, that you got to go down to come back up. So I knew this, and I'm not asking for a job. If I wanted a job, I would have got one last year when I still had a house, when I still had a car. That's not the point or the purpose of what's going on right now. So all the people talking about jobs I can do and all that, you could take that somewhere else because it's not needed here. I'm just here to tell my story and to encourage people who are going through the same thing, who feel the same thing. It's crazy that his mind is closed off, that your way of working creativity is not good enough for him. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It just feels like that. It's a bigger issue than get a job. It's like that's why I was emotional. It's not even about that. It's like, damn, you don't see none of this division, even though I proved to you once that I can do it, that I can build a $1 million business on my own. The hell? And you don't think I could do it again? Like, this is the same person that the house that I was staying in, my auntie's house, that is owned by his friend, who his friend is a psychologist, who was my therapist, who diagnosed me with ADHD, who has talked to me, who said that now my dog can't stay there out of nowhere. My dad lived in that house for 8 years for free. Before he got his house that he's in now. He'd been helped out for free for 8 years to have a roof over his head. So to not pay that forward in a small capacity, at least to your daughter who has shown her capabilities, that she's not just a lazy person that's just wasting air on earth, is crazy to me. But somebody sent me a quote, or I saw a quote that said, my value is not what other people think of me or how other people view me. And that shit is like so true. I can't take what he sees and take it as myself. But that's a battle. It's a battle. I've been under illusions that this is my dad. Like, you know what I mean? This is not my dad. That's the devil going through him. So it's like I have to break that belief. Yeah, but family ain't family. That's the sad part. And I really got down to the nitty gritty, and it's showing me everything. Like, I can't believe this man was asking me, like, when I was doing good, he was like, you gonna get me a Bugatti? I think I want a Lamborghini. Asking me to help co-sign for houses and stuff. And then now, since you can't use me and I'm not doing what you need me to do, I'm just a failure to you. But look, you should have never had a psychologist that was a friend with any of you, your family member. It's unethical and conflict of interest. Well, how would I know that? I wasn't the one that knew that. They should have known that. You know what I mean? They should have known the right rules. But anyway, then I was asking for a therapist when I was back in town, and he said, instead of it, because they work in this field, it should have been free, right? I'm like, I don't have any money, so is there any free therapy or something? And he tells me that it's $30. I have to pay $30, which is nothing. That's cheap. That's good therapy. But it was just the principle of the whole thing. Like, all right, well, can you help me get the $30? Nope, it wasn't that. It was none of that. There was no help. That's all, guys. I've been doing all on my own, trying to figure it out. And I am. And I can't believe I'm still, like, my mind is still here. Like, all this stuff would have torn me down so much, like, a long time ago, like 2 years ago. But it's happening now for a reason. I wouldn't want him as a dad, and I'm so sad that that's what you had to grow up with. Girl, if you only knew. I mean, she knows. Danielle, you be doing stuff. But it's just crazy. And pray for King Kelston, because he's the one who has to deal with that, man. Love you, bro. Miss you, bro. Wish we could have hung out before I came out here. But I also want to talk about, like, people keep on saying that I need to be friends with, like, why can't you be back friends with some of these people, blah, blah, blah. Bruh, let's talk about it. I am a friend. Let's talk about friends and why I had to cut people off, okay, real quick. We're going to move on from the dad talk. Okay, we're done with him because he's been cut off. He will not be at my wedding. He will not know my kids. He sacrificed our relationship or any future because I already been in this position with him back in 2014 or whatever. I was like, he ain't gonna be at my wedding, fuck him. And then when I made money and I got back on top, he came back and I thought actions were the best apology. I was like, he didn't even really acknowledge what happened, but his actions are showing that he's sorry. He calls me all the time. What was I getting with that? God had to reveal to me the truth, and I had to go low. Look how low I had to go to see it, because I wasn't seeing it. I still wasn't seeing it. Like, I was not seeing it. So I had to get punched in the face with the truth, and that's just what happened. What? Don't say what? All right. I did share business with my dad. That's why I'm, like, mad, because he should not know. But I change every 5 seconds. So, but yeah, stop bringing people back into your life. I know. I know that now. That's a big, hard lesson I had to learn, because that's what happened with a lot of people that y'all see me bring back into my life. Like, I was just stupid. I won't say stupid. I was just, like, hopeful that things would change, that people would change just as much as I did, that people had good intentions, that maybe they just made mistakes in the past, and that they could come back from it. But I'll no longer be accepting the old people back in my life, even if they're family. But here we go. We're talking about, yeah, I'm concluding my dad. We're over the dad's thing. Fuck that nigga. Like, he's done. And I'm just going to move on and figure my life out. But about the friends. Let's talk about the friends. So I'm a really loyal friend. Like, I got my girls back. Like, that's my bestie. Whoever you are, if I hold you close, I hold you close. Like, I treat you like you are me. If I'm eating, you eating too. Like, if you want to go on a trip and you ain't got the money, I got you. Like, it's not all about money, though. It's like, I'm there emotionally to listen to your problems and help you work through shit. Hours out of the day, like hours out of my life, I'm just there for my close friends, offering up solutions, giving you my ideas that I was going to use for myself, but I'm willing to give them to you, like, to help you. If I learn some new information that could help somebody, I'm tell you, like, I'm just a resourceful, good-ass friend. That's how I view myself. So I expect a portion of that to be reciprocated. And some of these people that you're asking me if I'm friends with anymore, I can't be friends with them anymore, because it's been revealed to me that they have a lot to say about me on the internet, using fake accounts and trying to tarnish my name, try to drag me down, trying to paint a story that's not true about me. So if somebody that I invested so much love and care and time and compassion and loyalty in is online with a fake account talking shit about me, saying that I got all my ideas from them, trying to act like I'm not who I am, like trying to drag me, trying to start conversations to be dragged, that's not a friend to me. That's not a friend to me at all. A friend that I had the whole time, from start to finish. This person been doing this all the years, been talking shit, been throwing me under the bus, been trying to act like I'm copying off of them, trying to act like, trying to draw attention to things about me so to get people to drag it. You know what I'm saying? On Lipstick Alley, not just any place, on Lipstick Alley, found out, and then I confronted the friend, and she lied and created a fake screenshot to say, no, I didn't do it, and it was I'm the Photoshop queen. I'm the editing queen. As if I couldn't see where you edited it to make it look like you didn't do that. So that's how I knew y'all ass was guilty. Because why would you edit it? Like I wouldn't notice. So I just didn't even. Y'all need to know that some of these people that you think are, oh, your best friend, or your good friend, you should be friends. No, we're not gonna be friends. They're not loyal. They betrayed me. They stabbed me in the back. Like it's been revealed some serious shit. It's not just Alyssa just woke up and didn't want to be friends. Nah, bitch, you know what it was, and we talked about it too, didn't we? So don't try to act brand new on the internet. Act like, oh, like it's up to Alyssa. No, you know what it is. So stop. Y'all need to stop recommending that I be friends with these people who have hurt me, who betrayed me, who are not trustworthy, who were never my friends to begin with, who say some hurtful shit about me, who want the worst for me, who's happy to see me fall. Like, I helped these people out. Like, I gave people so much of me. So much of me. This is my problem. I should have better boundaries with people, but I thought that I could trust. I thought that I was good and solid with the friends. So yeah, y'all, I'm not gonna say no names or nothing. I'm not about to give nobody that type of airtime. But I just need to get that off my chest too, because I'm really tired of everybody telling me to be friends with certain people, and it's like, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. You don't even know. And then other people, there's more. Then other people who are my friends are into witchcraft and want to speak death into my life and tell me these readings or these visions that have to do with me dying, like death in my life. That's not a friend either. That's a plot, somebody plotting, especially if you know anything about witchcraft and stuff and tarot readings. There's a good side to it. There's also an evil side to it. And yeah. So that's that. I don't trust that. And then what else? And then it's just other little things. It's just like people being fake, people talking about my back, people really jealous, or really not even, I don't want to say jealous, not that I have anything to be jealous, like I didn't think people would be jealous of me. I'm like, girl, what? Jealous of this? Like, I'm falling apart. I'm trying to figure it out. How are you jealous? Like, what? But just like some of the commentary, some of the conversations that people didn't know I heard, it's just crazy. Or like reaching out to somebody and them not taking it serious. Like if I reached out to somebody and was just like, if I reach out to somebody and I ask for help and then there's no response and we're supposed to be besties, you know, my friend, like the shit hit the fan and you just ignore me, I'm just confused. So okay, I guess we're not friends anymore. It was just a lot. There was no support. Like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. I was just in this illusion that butterflies and rainbows was everywhere. My friends was butterflies and rainbows and flowers and everything. And then I started to see the real, and I'm like, uh-oh. You made it wrong. Bad investments. And how could I make clear investments when my own family was treating me this way too? So it was like I was in an illusion, like thinking that, so like, okay, well, it's not exactly how my family would do me, so it's better, so okay, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I had to get out of the fog to see everything for real. And then even my ex acting like I was toxic or that I brought something negative to the table. Like, what? You try to gaslight me into thinking I'm the toxic one? That is crazy. That one takes the cake. Like, it was just so many illusions. People was just really attacking me, painting me out to be this evil person, and I'm just such a sensitive soul. So of course I took that shit to heart. Like, what? This is what you all think of me? Like, this is crazy. And then it's just some other people, it wasn't such like a negative backlash. It was just more so like, we just don't vibe. It's just not the vibe. It's not the connection I thought. Like I said, I'm very attentive. I take care of my friends. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, And if it's never reciprocated and it's always one-sided and I always feel like I'm the one doing stuff or like I'm the one, you know. And then I also felt like some of the dynamics tried to switch. Like some of my friends tried to like sun me or like be like make me like their assistant type of energy. Like not like saying go get that, but kind of like call her and find out where she's at or where's that at? Look it up. Like nah, I'm not your little assistant. You do it. You know what I mean? That's not a friend to me. I'm very specific about what kind of friends I'm going to have. I'm not going to just allow any old body in my energy. And if it doesn't make me feel like I'm standing in my power, I'm not going to be friends with somebody like that.